Hello and welcome back to our Brighter Minds YouTube channel. Happy Independence Day to all of the viewers and to all investors and people of India. 75 years has been glorious for India. We are celebrating 75th Independence Day. India has come a long way since its independence. If we take the example of where we came from and where we are now, basically India was a very small economy at the time of independence. So at that time, very little in terms of science and technology we have, and very little development we have made on the front of industrial revolution kind of thing. Basically we have become a 3.3 trillion economy from that base, very small base from there. India has become the fifth largest nation in terms of GDP. It has been a commendable growth from India perspective. So if you look back in last 75 years, if we take the example of the milestones that India has created, or the changing moments in India's independence, was industrial growth was 1960s green revolution that made India self-reliant on the food front, and we have seen that the India has become the food farm of the nation, and India has escaped unscathed from Russia-Ukraine war. So basically we have seen that the world is going through the food crisis from that perspective. So India self-reliant has played well, and it has in very strong footing in terms of food production and all. In 1970s also there was a white revolution in terms of milk production. So India is, obviously we all know that India is the largest milk producing nation of the world. That has contributed to a lot to the rural growth of the economy. We all know that 18% of the GDP comes from rural areas, and we all know that particularly agri front, and we all know that 65% of India's population resides in semi-urban areas, or you can say rural areas. So that is a very important thing that India has made progress on that. We also came a long way from being into a balance of payment crisis and sort of things in 1991. That was a landmark event, and also an inflection point of India's economy. 1991 liberalization has played a very vital role in India's growth. So from 3 weeks balance of payment situation to we have come across a forex reserve of $600 billion. Currently it's at around $587 billion precisely. So basically we have also sealed ourselves from the forex volatilities that we have seen post Russia-Ukraine war. We have seen many countries falling into trouble on that part due to their low forex reserves kind of things. So we have seen that Bangladesh also got one of the fastest growing nation, but also get into the trouble of low forex reserve and IMF bailout kind of situations. So on that front, India has strengthened itself, and obviously that has helped its currency to be fairly stable in that perspective, and that has also helped the FPI understanding about India, that India currency is not very vulnerable from that point of view. That attracted a lot of FPI in recent days also, and we have seen that political stability has been quite good in last 10 to 15 years. So that has given more confidence to the foreign investors in terms of investment and all sort of things. From 256 crore FDI at the time of independence to $83 billion FDI investment in 2022, we have come across along. So these are the things India has done in the last 75 years. So basically, India growth has also picked up in last decade. We have seen that foreign investors are getting into India, and since long due to this growth factor. So if we take many things, so in terms of that, one should get positioned to India's growth, and that is the way one can make wealth in the market. So basically, one should position himself to the growth assets like equity and all sort of things. So basically, 3.3 trillion economy to 10 trillion economy and road ahead. India's next golden decade is on the horizon. We all know that since liberalization, market GDP has multiplied 10x and market cap has multiplied around 48x. So this is the best way one can play the India growth story, and we all hope that at the time of 100th Independence Day celebration, we will be much better from here on. And obviously, in this process, we will generate a lot of wealth in terms of country, in terms of as a shareholder also, because whenever a country grows, obviously its corporate grows, and those who are have minority interest, at least in with them, also grows with that. So basically, India's golden decade is ahead, and we will hopeful that from current $2,000 per capita GDP to we will see better and more improved per capita GDP in coming years, and that will help India transform itself to a major country that and vibrant country. Obviously, the wealth distribution will be also good. We hope that in that front, we have seen many revolutions also taking place in terms of UPI, in terms of digital penetration, 100% electrification, and all sort of things. That will prepare India for next leg of growth, and we are hopeful that we will see much better India with vibrant India, very prosperous India in coming years ahead. So once again, also happy Independence Day. Thank you and good day.